It's actually, we're gonna be going up a place called Trapper's Loop. And one of the cool things, we're gonna be going meet. Take two. Don't believe this one at this time, Devin. All right, yo, what's up, everybody? All right, yo. YouTube, what is up, man? Yo, today, what we got going on, the game plan, we're gonna be going for a drive through Utah today. One of my favorite areas, one of my favorite drives. We're gonna be talking a little bit about the C8 because people have been asking about that, but another really cool thing, we're gonna be going and meeting up with one of my good friends. His name's Brandon. He's got a badass BMW M3 that he just recently did a custom turbo kit on. He's gonna be breaking that down for you guys, showing you guys all about that as well. Gonna get some, some sick shots of the cars. We're gonna go and meet up, go for this badass drive, and then, probably grab some food later. So that's the game plan. That's what we're doing. Let's do it, baby. All right, what's up, guys? Yo, this is my friend Brandon. Brandon, actually, like I had just mentioned, this is a badass M3 that he's got right here. He just did a sick turbo kit build on it. Dude, you wanna, pop in and kind of tell him what's up?
Yeah. So this is a 2002 BMW M3. I bought this about 6 years ago, and I had plans to like supercharge it or turbo it.
Yeah, for a long time. We've been talking about it. We've been talking about it for a while now.
We've been talking about it forever.
Almost like ever since I've met you.
That's true, yeah.
There's been telling me like, bro, one day.
When I met you, I was on the supercharger route. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna supercharge it.
Yep.
And then, so maybe like right when I met you, I pulled the engine and I rebuilt it.
Yep.
And I went through it and, reinforced some of the stuff, refreshed everything, all the seals. And I realized, like, well, I went through the hassle of doing that, and I know I built the engine. I've had my hands in it, so why not just do a turbo build? And so I pulled the and started going, pulled the trigger, started going onto trying to figure out how to make a turbo work for this car. And a lot of people in like the Middle East do this. You don't really see these in the U.S. for some reason.
Right. So. All right, you're gonna have to break it all down.
Yeah, it's a little dirty, but yeah, basically we have a GTX 3582R turbo with an 82AR turbine housing, so it's a pretty big turbo in terms of size. It's on the higher end, so this car probably makes more power up top for sure. But then I have a custom intake manifold by CX Racing. Radium engineering fuel rail and 1000cc injectors, and then I have some Dynon coils and then NGK spark plugs, and then this guy actually comes from a Volkswagen GTI. So the factory coolant tank actually sits where the turbo is right now, and so I had to relocate it somewhere.
Right. And
since it was too big to fit here with the hood be able to close, I had to look around to see what tank would be able to fit. And this one is slightly smaller than the factory tank, which is perfect. And it closes, and it works really well. You can still see like the coolant level. The only thing I have left to do is I need to go find a plug to wire in the sensor, but it works really well right now. And then so then the downpipe from the turbo goes back to the factory exhaust. It's a 3-inch downpipe, goes all the way through. I have a TurboSmart Hypergate 45 wastegate. It's a 7 PSI spring, but I'm running about 10 pounds.
Right.
And the car made about 450 wheel on the dyno. So it's about 560 to the crank.
Right. So 560 horsepower that it's pushing now.
Yeah.
Do you know how much it weighs?
From the factory, these weigh, I think, like 3,400 pounds. So with the carbon hood and the carbon trunk, probably like 32 without me in it. And now with this on there, it's probably back up to 33.
But
this doesn't weigh that much.
Yeah, it's still insane, like the amount of power and everything, and the sound of it's nuts and everything. He's gonna have to take you guys for a ride in it.
That's true.
So you guys can see. But like on top of that, like he had to go through, he had to figure out like how to get everything to fit, whatnot, where to position it, and like to have it still look good. And then you did all this custom like piping for the cooling and all of it. So it's just nuts.
Yeah, I tried to make it as clean as possible.
I mean, it ended up looking super nice, and it's super fun, and it's just cool. I've never heard of anybody doing something like this. So, like you said, this is really like only done in like the Middle East.
Yeah.
And so you're probably like one of the very few people in the entire U.S. that has something
there's
like
definitely
this.
a few out there. They're not very popular. They're not on Instagram or anything.
Right.
I actually talked to a few of the other guys that are out here to try and like bounce ideas off of them.
Yep.
For future plans, whatever. So the car made like 450 wheel on pump gas, and here in Utah we only have 91, so I'm limited by the fueling that I'm bringing it. But if I go with the 85, something that Utah seems to be getting more of lately, then I think the car could be making another like 100 or 150 horsepower.
Which is just like wild right now, think, because it's like it's already, you get in it, it's like, bro, you start pulling it, it's like really fun, it's fast.
It's already
so I can only imagine
right
with another 100 or 150 horse. This thing would be absolutely insane.
I don't think it'd be able to put the power down with these tires.
Hell yeah, dude.
But it actually hooks really well right now. I have 285s on the rear, and they're hooking great. Like, unless I'm in first gear, it spins all day, but second gear hooks, and then third gear, fourth gear just keeps going. But anyway, so
let's show them the interior.
Yeah, they actually shipped this car to Europe. This was made in the US, but well, actually, no. I think this one is made in Germany, but they made it for the US version. They shipped it back to Europe to get the interior completely upholstered. So it's all Alcantara seats, Alcantara dash, Alcantara like ceiling, the doors, everything. So I think it really complements the car very well, because it's that blue black. And that's what I was trying to stay in line with in the engine bay too, to have mostly blacks and blue stuff. So actually that air filter I have on the turbo is red. I'm getting rid of that so I can.
And you said on top of that, you wanted specifically this color because this is like a more rare color, right?
Yeah, I mean, so this car like actually didn't come with this is Laguna Seca blue. This car actually came with steel gray. It's like a more metallic gray, just like my S4. And they actually got it professionally repainted. Like most repaints are not gonna go as far as like doing the door jambs and everything. They'll just do like outside the door, just wrap the car. But this was fully repainted. You can tell they took off all the panels and stuff, like a professional repaint job. And so I was like, dude, that's perfect. That's just as good. And it's new paint. They had just painted it like a few years ago, so it was gonna last for a while. And you can tell like the paint's still really good despite being dirty right now. All
right, yo. I know a lot of you guys have been asking or talking about it, so I'm gonna do a little breakdown of the C8. From what I know, I'm not as much of a car guy as Brandon, so I'm gonna try to do my best. But you know, we got C8 here. It's in a metallic red. This is like, I was trying to decide when I was getting it. Matter of fact, we should go into that first. I was waiting on this car. This is something that I had to order. I had to freaking wait for. I was waiting like over a year and a half to get this car. So I had thought about it for a while, that I was wanting to get something that I could really enjoy quite a bit. And I had started seeing these C8s come out, and I was like, damn, these things look so sick. They like reminded me of a Ferrari, right? And like the performance for the price is also something that I thought was really cool.
For sure.
So it's a mid-engine car, and because of that, where the engine sits, it ends up getting better traction. Makes it like really quick right off the line, right?
Yeah, it's still rear-wheel drive, but with the engine in the back.
Right. And also, this like with the engine being in the center, the balance and the stability of the car is insane. But like I said, I had to wait a year and a half to get one of these suckers. I was on a list forever. You have to wait for the order to come in. So like it was something. It really taught me like how to be patient, because it was something I was super excited about. But you're always hoping that like things are, and then it like gets pushed back a little bit because who knows, like all the delays and everything that were happening when COVID was going on, they didn't have like parts, all sorts of stuff. So they had to like keep waiting and waiting, but eventually finally got it. So I've had it since February of this year. But yo, I got it in the metallic red, got it fully kitted out, put everything on it. It's got the racing package on it. It's got bucket seats.
Yeah, so this is like the second, this is like red mist metallic, right?
Yeah, red mist metallic.
Yeah.
So,
this
you know,
is the more metallic red. They have a, like a plain red, I think.
Yeah, there's
too,
like,
right?
I can't remember exactly what it was, but there's like the plain red. And I was trying to decide between this and there was like one other color I was actually thinking about getting an orange at first. Oh, orange and black. They end up looking pretty good, but eventually I went with the red. So, like I said, boom, trunk's actually in the front. Let's do a little, let's pop everything.
Let's show the engine over here.
Yeah, let's show them the engine. So yeah, right here, right inside, there's the engine, right in there.
Oh shit!
You can see.
Someone stole it.
Yeah, someone stole the engine. But
that's your trunk, basically.
Yeah, you got the front trunk.
Because it's mid-engine, it's in the back. You have to put stuff over it.
It actually needs a little bit of a bath, but like we were just joking about this. But if you ever want rain in Utah, all you got to do is wash your car, and then the next day it's guaranteed that it's gonna rain. So boom, this is mid-engine, so it sits right back behind you. It's actually it makes the car, like, you can still hear the engine right behind you. It makes it a lot of fun.
Like, the exhaust is loud, but you can still hear the engine, which is cool.
Absolutely. So it's a 6.2 liter V8. Ends up putting out 500 horsepower, just barely under 500 horsepower. It's 495 horse. The black wheels as well. Want to do the red on black, so there's a lot of black on the car. Anything I could get in black, I wanted to do, just because how much it complements the red, right?
Oh yeah,
got the red with the black, so anything that I could do in black, like the mirrors in black,
black tips,
boom, black.
Yeah, the Z51 package is what makes you get like wider tires in the back too. And
yep.
And the exhaust is a little bit louder. That's what gets you your power.
Yes. Yeah, you get an extra 5 horse from the exhaust. You can get it up in here. So went with kind of to complement the red inside, right? The red stitching, right? But not too much. Some of these you'll end up seeing, they just like completely overdo them in red. I just don't end up liking that. I guess this really depends on whatever anybody likes.
Yeah,
it's their car,
preference.
You know?
But
you can
all
go
red leather though.
But you
on a red car.
there was some wild stuff. You could do like all red. You could do like all white. You could do like blue. There's all so many crazy things. Some tans and whatnot. But wanted to go with what I really liked. I really liked just like, you know, the black and then a little bit of the red accent with the stitching and whatnot.
It's cool because they give you options. So.
Yeah, that's one of the things about getting one of these is the amount of options you got for interior is insane. So many different ways to do it. So many different ways. Even if you like just the red and black, there's like 4 or 5 different ways to do the red and black. Where it's like you got more red, you got more black, and it ends up being really cool. You can completely customize like the consoles, all sorts of stuff. So, but yeah, that's like a breakdown. So yo, this drive we're taking you guys on, it's actually like up in northern Utah. It's called Trapper's
Turn
Loop.
left onto Utah 167
and we're gonna go up around
right to stay on Utah
Pineview Reservoir. And there's like some different places up through the canyons and whatnot we can see. Like if you guys look outside, like right here, show them Austin, show them this shit right now. Like look at the landscape of this area. That's the reason I love this drive, is it's insane. You're gonna see like really how like beautiful Utah is. For like anybody that doesn't live somewhere with like a ton of mountains and whatnot, you are gonna literally be blown away by just the views and whatnot that you see along this drive. Also, it's fun. There's like some different canyons and different things that you can kind of drive through and whatnot. But yeah, one of the coolest things about this is just the drives and like the views, especially this time of the year, with like the different colors and whatnot, the oranges, the reds, all of that from the trees. 1.5 miles. You guys are gonna love it.
That's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
Dude, that is crazy, man.
That's why, like, if you're just driving around, that wastegate doesn't open up and scream, so it sounds like fine, it's not that loud. As soon as you go in the boost and you hit that, like, 7 to 10 pounds, it opens up and it just screams.
That's why. That's so sick, though. Dude, and, like...
It still does really well in the corners and stuff. Yeah.
That's sick. So do you have to... Like, if you ended up wanting to be more able to, like, turn or, like, start out quicker, kind of how you were telling, like, this,
no,
like,
it's just the axles. Like, if I'm launching the car, because there's so much power, you, like, shock the axles.
So there's not really a way to fix that just because of the type, or it would have to be
no, you
some
could
serious...
get bigger axles, like thicker axles, so they don't snap. It's because, like, you're starting from nothing, and all of a sudden you're putting a load on the axles, so most of the time, like, the shocking the car, just having it, like, start putting pressure, like, it's too weak, it's too much power for some of the factory axles on some of these cars, and they just snap. They just snap like a twig.
Yeah, because it's just going so fast. It's so such a quick,
at a high power amount of force to, like, turn. So you get, like, a thicker axle, and then that way when you spin it, it's able to grip and just keep going.
Right, that's sick.
But yeah.
They go boating up here. Actually, when I was a kid, we used to boat up here all the time. We'd do like crazy tube wars off the back of it, or off the back of our boats, and get a couple people on each tube and jump from tube to tube, trying to knock each other off. But I mean, the cool thing is you got the reservoir right here, but you have 360 degrees of mountains all around you. So you're just like down in this little pocket, this little valley between all the mountains. And it's just insane. It's just insane for anybody that's like not from Utah or not used to this. It's one of the craziest looking places you'll probably ever see. It's like one of those things that's out of, you see those shots of people like looking at some like majestic place, and this is definitely something that is right up there with any of those for the most part. Right now, we're headed down Ogden Canyon. We're gonna go and grab some food at a really good Mexican place, and so that's where we're going now. All right, so we just went all the way down through Ogden Canyon. We're down here in Ogden now. We're just gonna go and grab some food. Action going on. Got some shredded beef. Trying to put on a couple pounds, you know. Let's see, taste test. What do you think? Pretty solid.
It's pretty good. I like the sauce.
Yo, Pack, that's the video for today, man. We're all wrapped up now. It's actually gotten quite late. We just got done talking with Brandon. He left on his way. And, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a bunch of different stuff from around Utah, checking out the C8, checking out Brandon's M3 and the cool custom turbo kit he did. But yeah, man, yo, outside of that, if you guys enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think. You know, let us know what you thought of the video, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Yo, later, Patch.